To the touchline here on the Y254. We are still discussing matters football, and right about now we are with the CEO of Gor Mahia Football Club, the most successful club in Kenyan football, and that is Ludwig Aduda. Many things have been happening, but one of the biggest news that came out was the resignation of their coach Delian Kerr. Mr. CEO, welcome to the touchline here on Y254. This is not the first time you are gracing our set. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
The big question will be, it must have been a shock of right now, as Gor Mahia, you are used to coaches coming and making the name, then leaving for greener pastures.
Well, thank you very much for hosting me in the show.
Yes.
One time president or chairman of the then Kenya Football Federation, the late Job Omino, had this to say.
Yes.
That coaches come and go. That was in reference to the late Reinhard Fabisch,
yes,
who also came up with his own demands, and which at times are not really practical in the African context.
Yes.
Well, it is unfortunate that he had to leave when he left.
Yes.
But truth be told, we had seen signals of that imminent departure. We are on it. I can give an assurance to Gor Mahia fraternity and to the entire football fraternity in the country that we are up to speed, and in the shortest time possible, we will have our head coach.
As I understand right now, Zedekiah Zico, old boy of Gor Mahia, is now leading the team. How early are we supposed to know that? I know you have been getting CVs of many coaches who want to come to Gor Mahia right now, foreign and local so far. But how likely are we supposed to have a manager coming in for Gor Mahia now?
We have a technical committee that is in charge of matters technical, both in terms of the playing unit and the technical bench. We are meeting early next week to look at what we have in store and any other possible CVs that might come in between now and probably Monday or Tuesday. And then we are coming up with a decision. But so far we have got some of the interests from some of the leading coaches. For example, we have had interest from Luke Mayel,
the former FC Leopards
the former FC coach. We have interest from Goran Koponovic. We have interest from Kalum Shaon Selby. We have interest from Peter De Jong, also one-time FC coach. We have interest from Kasa Bungo Arwandis, who's been with Kiyovu Stars and formerly of Police. We have interest from Olivier Karakezi, also formerly of Rayon. And we have interest from somebody like Dusan Momsilovic, amongst many others. So we are going to look at all this, and because at Gor we also have a philosophy. Whoever will fit into this philosophy, then we are going to shortlist a few of them and look at what is also possible. And the most important thing also is affordability. We will not go out there and engage somebody who we will not be in a position to cater for. Right.
I understand the coach is someone now you'll be looking at keenly, but I understand the transfer window also is open, and we have also been getting players and also have been releasing players. Can you confirm for us the players who have actually joined Gor Mahia and those who have left right now?
We have brought in Shafik Batambuze as a replacement to Walusimbi. We have brought in In that very position, we have brought in Geoffrey Ochieng from Western Steamer.
Yes.
We have brought in Pascal Ogweno from Sharks to be able to bolster the central defense.
Yes.
We have brought back our former player,
Muguna.
Kenneth Muguna,
Yes.
to bolster the offensive midfield.
Yes.
We have roped in Erisa Sekisiambu, formerly of Vipers,
yes,
to also bolster our attacking force.
Yes.
We have agreed and signed a contract with Nicholas Kipkirui from Kericho Zoo,
yes,
who is also a striker,
yeah,
young, upcoming. We are bringing back one of our former Gor Mahia youth players, Eric Ombija, who has been this year playing for Coast Steamer, a second national Super League side.
Yes.
And we are also likely to upgrade one of our players from the youth team,
yes,
into the senior team.
Yeah.
Right. About 2 or 3 players in that respect will have to be loaned out,
yes,
so that they can go and get enough playtime.
Yes.
We are looking at the possibility of loading out Stephen Otieno, popularly referred to as Deco. We are looking also at the possibility of loaning out Wesley Onguso.
Yes.
Yeah. Because with Batambuze and Geoffrey,
yes,
we do not want to keep him.
Yeah.
For not doing anything.
For him is important in
yes,
another team.
yes.
Yeah.
And of course, we signed a long contract with him, so it is only wise to take him out to another club,
yes,
maybe for 1 season or so,
yeah,
for him to also get the continuous playtime.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody right now is talking about the London trip, the Gor Mahia London trip. It is the first club in Africa that managed actually to go to the UK and play in Liverpool, play in the famous Goodison Park. From the players who went and the team management that left Kenya for Liverpool, what was the experience like for them?
One, it is a lifetime experience to have got to the UK,
yes,
first and foremost. 2, it was a lifetime experience in the sense that they were exposed to some of the finest, training facilities.
Yes.
3, I believe that the players particularly, got the opportunity to be taken through paces, physical training paces by some of the most accomplished, trainers at Everton. Yes. We do realize that the infrastructural, facilities at Everton, we gather that they have 12 pitches, with each pitch assigned to the respective departments. Like the goalkeepers will have their own pitch. And so are the defenders, so are the midfielders, and so are the strikers, with different facilities.
Yes.
I mean, that is something which is out of reach, not just in Kenya, but to the entire Africa. Probably you can get a few, such facilities in South Africa, and probably in 1 or 2 North African countries, which I really doubt, because I've had the opportunity to even, visit some of the training facilities of some of the best teams in Africa.
Yes.
I've been to USMR, their training grounds. I've been to Esperance training grounds. I've been to Alali's training grounds.
Yes.
They are slightly above what we have here, but not as
good as
the standards of what these players experienced at Everton.
Yes.
Right. Now, for the team the technical bench,
yeah.
I believe they also had an immense, exposure
yeah.
in terms of how, to get to, what should I say, how to get to prepare the team.
Yes.
You get.
Yeah.
The medical department were taken through, certain routine expectations.
Yeah.
Like after training, the players are supposed to get within 15 minutes
yes.
Certain, meals or fluids or
yes.
something like that. Or after actual match games, within the next 1 hour, 60 minutes, you're supposed to get meals.
Yes.
Now we realize that that does not happen locally. You get.
Yeah.
So these are some of the new experiences that these guys came back with.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of the members of the executive who also had the opportunity to travel, they also realized that it takes a lot more to organize a team.
Yes.
Unlike what probably is the norm around.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a valuable experience.
Yeah.
Besides being the first African team.
Yes.
To have the opportunity to play at Goodison. And it was a good way to mark the 50th anniversary of Gor Mahia's existence.
Yes.
Right.
That's a good. I think now the challenge usually now will come to the executive. From what you saw at Goodison Park, what is the motivation back here at home for the executive for pushing Gor Mahia to have a stadium?
The bottom line is money. Nothing is impossible. That is the difference.
Yeah.
If the finance is there, everything will be in place. I can say here with clarity that we have made steps to ensure that at some point we have our own stadium. I can confess that we've had our meetings, we've put our consultants in place. Yes. We have our technical drawings already in place. And what is remaining is to get the piece of land where this is going to be constructed. You remember the then president, Daniel Arap Moi, did give both Gor Mahia and AFC Leopards some parcel of land at Kasarani. But you see, you cannot construct a stadium within the same complex. Yes. So these are matters that we are also looking at, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big one for Gor Mahia. They are traveling to London and also enjoying that experience is not easy for them. But now back here at home, you have a match actually coming on the 27th and 28th. That's against Malawi's Nyanza Bullets in the CAF Champions League. I remember last time Gor Mahia went to the CAF Champions League and they dropped to the Confederations Cup. But this time round, what is the target in the CAF Champions League?
We are playing to get to the group stages, which we narrowly missed this year when we lost 1-0 to Esperance, the eventual champions of the CL. So we are looking forward to ensuring that come January, the draw that will come up on the 28th of December, we will be one of those teams that shall have been, drawn to play in the Champions League group stages. Yeah. We've had our experience. We know where we lost it, and we are looking forward. The team is actually geared towards ensuring that come the 2019 edition, we are part of the group stages of the Champions League. Yeah.
I understand on the first also you are playing the Super Cup against the Kariobangi Sharks, the winners of the FKF Shield Cup.
Yes.
And the season is actually starting. Defense has to be on top of Gor Mahia's mind right now.
Defending the league?
The league and the Super Cup trophy.
Well, we are in it.
Yes.
And as usual, we always don't want to really talk too much. Ours always ends up in the field.
Yes.
So the 90 minutes of each game, we'll see the results, who the winner is. Right.
Before I let you go, Bwana CEO, I want you to give advice to the other clubs here in Kenya. What should they do to come to the Gor Mahia level? Because now in 4 or 5 years, you have dominated the Kenyan Premier League since 2012, 2013, when Gor Mahia started lifting the trophy. 2015 was an unbeaten season for Gor Mahia. Now you are in the CAF Champions League and the Confederations Cup, which Gor Mahia really performed very well. What advice can you give mostly the Kenyan clubs to actually come to the Gor Mahia level?
First and foremost, you must have a depth in the squad.
Yes.
We always go out to try and get the best.
Yes.
And even the foreign players, at times people say that it is the foreign players,
yes,
that help Gor Mahia to lift the trophies.
Yes.
Nobody has stopped any team from going out there to get the best. And if you look at the players that we get from outside the country,
yes,
we do not just go out to get any player. Jack Tuisenge is the leading striker at Rwanda national team.
Yes.
Karim is the captain of Burundi national team.
Yes.
Mustafa is in the Burundi national team. We had Walusimbi, first choice left fullback, Cranes.
Yes.
We had Baba Kizito, then
yes,
first choice defensive midfielder, Cranes.
Yes.
We had Kagere, played both for the Cranes and Mavubi.
Yeah.
And even Batambuze, whom we have brought in now, at some point was used to bench Walusimbi in the
yes,
Cranes team. And even Gwikan has been, until this year, the lead striker of the Ivorian under-23 national team. So I would wish to let these other clubs also invest in quality. Yeah, because it is pointless to have somebody from outside the country who will be on the bench.
Yes.
I mean, it's a waste of time and resources. And secondly, all these things is about money.
Yes.
If you do not have the money, or if you are not in a position to solicit for enough money,
yes,
then, so to speak, you will find things are difficult.
Yeah.
We are attracting some of the best players because we also have managed to, put in place structures and facilities to be able to attract them.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any club in this country that pays the players more than Gor Mahia. We are currently running a 5.5 million wage bill every month.
Yes.
Which I believe resonates with the kind of performance that the players exhibit in the field.
Yes.
In terms of taking care of the players, you realize that some of those matches, particularly those ones which are played in centers beyond 200 kilometers from the city,
yes,
we fly the players in the morning and bring them back in the evening. We only travel by bus for matches, for example, that are played in Nakuru or Thika or Machakos
yes,
or Narok, and probably Kinoru.
Yes.
So it is not that we are bragging about it, but we look at the possibility. If you put a player on bus,
yes,
for a 5, say from Mombasa to Sudi, is running to about 800 kilometers.
yes,
you don't expect this player to really perform to the maximum ability.
Yes.
So we need to also help the other clubs to come to the realization that for us to, help develop the standards of the game at the Premier League level, we must raise our standards.
From a management perspective, when you look at Harambee Stars at the moment with their chance of heading to the Africa Cup of Nations, and also the emerging stars who are coming and also have a chance to get into the second round of the qualifiers of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, do you really see Kenyan football going into the right direction?
we need to do a lot more from the grassroots. And there has to be consistency.
Yes.
You know, if you look at the Harambee Stars as it is constituted now, the players in the Harambee Stars, 3/4, if not maybe 95%,
yes,
are now foreign-based.
Yes.
The last match we played against Ethiopia, apart from Matasi, who now has also switched to St. George's,
yes,
we only had 2 players from Gor, Philemon and Kahata, and the 4th player was Dennis from Sofapaka.
Yes.
The rest were all foreign-based. So I think it is important for us to take seriously the development of the youth structures to be able to churn out more competent, you know, skills and players, yes, into the age group categories, beginning with under 17, yes, under 20, under 23, you know, yes, and then it should be merit.
Yes.
Purely merit
for selection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not to best as yeah, properly referred to.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah. Asante sana Bwana CEO.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming here to our studio today.
Thank you.
We have been speaking to the CEO of Gor Mahia Football Club, Mr. Ludwig Aduda, as Gor Mahia now heads into the Champions League and also as they try to retain their trophy of the Kenya Premier League and also the Super Cup. We'll be right back with everything that is happening here in the world of football. We'll be breaking with a Benjamin Ayimba feature. When we come back, it will be all about the fan zone.